What's up, my fellow king? No coffee can sustain us. We have no Achilles heel because we are quick to adapt, hungry to learn, and driven toward greatness. I'd rather sell beside you than no other. We are lions. We're not just here to build businesses, we're here to build kingdoms. Welcome to the AMZSecrets.com show. New intros every day. Today's sponsor is, you guessed it, AMZSecrets.com VIP. Seller tools which were built by us to generate more sales and organic traffic to our listens. I've already 5x'd my business, and many others have done so too. You can learn more about that and get your invite to the platform at AMZSecrets.com. And before this epic show begins, a quick newsflash to get you all caught up on the Amazon. According to CNBC, investors shouldn't get hung up on this Walmart-Amazon comparison. Amazon's North American business has a $55 million lead over Walmart's online in the US, and the world's largest retailer is unlikely to catch up. Yet even as Amazon continues to record double-digit product sales gains, investors shouldn't get hung up on the company's comparative digital growth sales because Walmart has its physical stores. By leveraging its massive fleet, sales at Walmart's US locations only need to increase by 4% to account for Amazon's gain in e-commerce. That's kind of crazy. So what does this all mean, David? I love it. Competition is good. It's like two huge behemoths battling it up like clouds of thunder rumbling in the stormy nights. If I was the CEO of Walmart, though, I would do this one thing, which I'm surprised they haven't done it. And I'll tell you my suspicions why they haven't done it later. If you've ever shopped at Walmart, you'll see overhead all these different signs saying order online, pick up in the store. What Walmart needs to do is have its customers order online and offer same-day delivery to the residential areas that they're 5 miles away, within 5 minutes of. Customers can place items no differently than they would on Amazon, and each Walmart can become a fulfillment center as well. It doesn't need all the bells and whistles of FBA warehouse, but if they had the armies of employees that specifically just delivered to potential customers, I think they could have a huge audience in this whole different type of market. You could call it Walmart Prime, sell it for $5 less than Amazon, so $95 a year or whatever. And Amazon would have a legit competitor in the online sector. All Walmart has to do is complete the final step, delivery to residential. It's a no-brainer. There's a bunch of services and startups that are trying to fill this area. Walmart should acquire one of them, get the market leader, whatever, and add that service to the missing link in brick and mortar. Either way, it looks like Walmart is holding ground for now. We'll see what happens, and if my prediction ever turns out into something. By the way, Walmart does have fulfillment centers, but they're not too many, and they're scattered all around the US. It's nowhere close to the amount Amazon has, and my theory is Walmart doesn't want to get into this because they don't want to change the habits of their current customers, meaning they don't want to change the behavior of going into a Walmart, buying all this stuff, and then losing those customers to online customers, because right now Amazon has that advantage of the e-commerce customers shopping at Amazon. And that's why I think they haven't done this last step. Today's episode 56, my simple rules for winning. These are rules I hold and learned thus far in business, and which I use in making decisions. I do rapid iterations while staying focused. If you don't reiterate on your product, you allow your competitors to build better products than you. I stay focused. By staying focused, it means I'm not just working on too many things. It means I'm here to build a brand and not just to sell products. It means I have set goals, both long-term and short-term, and I'm tracking metrics along the way. I only work with top-notch talent. I have the best virtual assistant, and I've tried many virtual assistants. And all my tech teams are the best at what they do. The talent I work with dictates the outcome. Many people today have the same ideas, but they have different executions, and execution is everything these days. I try to have the best product and the best marketing. Having a good product means less customer service. It means more word by mouth. Good marketing allows the world the ability to buy that product. Both equate to brands that we all know today. I take customer feedback and I put it into implementations. This isn't emphasized enough anywhere. In fact, many people say that when you want to build a product, to look at the reviews of similar products and iterate on their 1-star reviews. I say you need to be doing that right now with your products before your competition takes advantage of your 1-star weaknesses. Success isn't overnight. It's passive persistence plus the diversifications of my businesses. Whatever I'm doing right now, there isn't just one stream of money flowing in. I have other businesses coming in. As an entrepreneur, we all know that one source of income can dry up tomorrow. So if Amazon was to go away tomorrow, you wouldn't just be sitting out and being out and dry on a beach, lonely, not a good beach, a bad beach. And they say the average millionaire has 7 sources of income, and that's not like 7 different products. It could be one product, but it's selling on 7 different websites. So 7 different streams, locations that money is coming in. I say no to small ideas and small projects. Denying small clients and small ideas allows me to stay focused on big ideas, which equates to bigger rewards. In the past, I still currently do, but it's not as active. I have a software company, and for many years, I would take on smaller projects. The problem was my time that I was using. At first, I was taking fixed-based income projects. So I would build someone a website for $3,000 or $5,000, whatever it was. And then I figured out that my time was more valuable. And then I started taking equity in these companies, 20% equity in a company that I would develop for their website. And these weren't like normal websites. It wasn't just like a product website. These were communities of people, large communities. And people would aggregate to these places, and I would be developing the technology that powers that community. And over time, I realized that 20% wasn't enough. I realized that if I was going to put all my time and energy into building something epic, I would need to own the majority of the company. Because I noticed I became, at 20% equity holder, I was doing most of the work for these projects. And that it just didn't make sense to be a 1/5 owner. So you can kind of see the evolution of knowing your own worth. When I was building for a client, I worked for startups, and I've worked for Fortune 500 companies. There's always that small ounce of regret that I was trading my time for that fixed amount of time. And so although it was my business where I was getting this fixed amount of income, it was temporary. And temporary money, we all know how that goes. You spend it on whatever, and the money stops after that project is done. So small ideas and small projects is the slow lane to making significant wealth. The key I've learned is you want to build, and I want to build, authoritative sites and products. Sites that dominate the playing field versus the niche-based websites. Niche-based websites, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying don't be the niche. Let's be the Nike. Let's be the kingdom. Let's build sites and products that last. What if you had a product that lasted, that would generate millions of dollars every single year? One of my early mistakes and major lessons was spending time and energy on something that I thought was awesome. was building a website. It was one of the projects is actually 100% ownership of mine. I was building a website for a video game, and this was during my college years, when I was going for my engineering degree, and slightly after. During those years, the site grew very fast. It was hitting over 80,000 unique visitors a day, and it wasn't always like that. It was I figured out how to get into Google News, which that started getting my website placed next to CNN and ABC News. I knew that this wouldn't last forever, by the way. Let's hide the news article on the top right if you're watching the video stream. The site, it grew extremely fast. And this got crazy. The problem was it was just a video game site. As soon as the video game got old, the branding got old. The branding was based on the video game. So 1-in-1, video game goes old, the site kind of goes away. So, and then that eventually led to the ad dollars that went away. And so that the major lesson here was don't build based on someone else's brand. That is a huge mistake you can do. You never have control over the other brand that you're building on. And it goes to say, like, although Amazon's a huge company, you don't want to completely base your business on Amazon. And that does contradict, sending sales to Amazon. But I told you can quickly redirect your sales back to your website if an emergency happens. I never build ad dollar-based businesses anymore. In my experience, the value of the ad continues to decrease, while you should be looking for other monetary income sources. I think the secret here is if you're monetizing off an ad, it should be yours. For example, the AMZSecrets.com show. If you've been listening, the ad has always been the AMZSecrets.com VIP. And it's because I'm trying to create a long-lasting product and quality service. And in the past, the ad dollar is just so fluctuating, and it's not as rewarding to take ad dollars every month because it could turn off tomorrow. What you should do is you notice a lot of people selling a book or an educational course or a webinar or a software. There's lots of things to do around this area. Lots of different products. You could sell products. I mean, you are selling products, but there's different ways to sell products. They don't have to make you, ad dollars don't make a significant amount of wealth. And that's exactly what we're trying to do. So another thing is I learn every day. I push my brain to expand and think on deeper levels. I love this concept that we can evolve based on what we take in. It reminds me of Harry Potter. I don't know if you've read that book. It's awesome. I'm sure you have. And the sequels created by J.K. Rowling. Much of the world fell in love with those books because of the simple concept that they could learn and teach themselves magic and apply it in their everyday world. It's like those. We were sitting at home and we're watching people in London just quickly switch into like an alternate reality. It was amazing. But I believe learning is equivalent to learning magic in Harry Potter. Learning in the real world, the knowledge that you intake and how you use it is like using the impervious charm in Harry Potter. It gives you the skills and strategies and power over your life to make things happen. 10. So I believe design is equally as important as functionality, if not more important. I say this because I think of Apple. Apple's functionality is solid, don't get me wrong, but their design is what created the brand. Like if you take Apple's functionality and put it into Nokia phones, and you put Apple's functionality in the Nokia phone, it's not going to sell good. Apple created the design. Their design is what created their brand and the feeling that you get when you touch and hold an Apple product. And the packaging is pretty awesome too. It's what created the billions of people on Earth to follow every single word that Steve Jobs says. And it's the look and feel of the product that make their customers wait in line days before to pay money to buy an object while they're in the cold, icy weather. It's design. I think that even if you create the best product, it's worthless without marketing. I'm sure there's tons of products and services that have failed because the audience had no idea what your object did, or the object was never heard of. Email lists and social media clout is king at the moment. Being able to push 140 characters or write a status to 5 million people equates to thousands of sales. Being able to send one email at the click of a mouse can sell 5,000 units in a day. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. But it works. And that's why most of Amazon's successful sellers are the savviest online marketers. And they're all moving toward this new world. And somehow they always get you to buy another webinar somehow. Or sign up for the free webinar, which converts you into, you know how it goes. I believe that you need to make it simple. Complicated things break easier, and they're harder to use. By just staying simple, you'll have a better product. Many products can do better without all the bells and whistles that can distract, they could crack, or they could function wrong in front of your customer. Not only that, the more complicated your product is, the more your customer has to read on how to use it. And manuals, man, that's like 1990s. I think all of us, we should only build things in which we can see the end point of success. We need to define our success. And then not only that, obviously we want to get past success, but you need a clear route from A to B. Having no monetization plan in your business is a secret to disaster. Let's not talk about Instagram or Snapchat that somehow became valued at $3 billion without any money coming in until finally they started advertising on it. But it's like creating Yahoo.com. They built their business purely off of trying to advertise. And this kind of goes back to the other point that I was saying about don't build off of advertising. And this decades old company, one of the first websites on the web, is now selling off to Verizon or the highest bidder. One really good product can equal to a lot of okay products. What I mean by this is some products can become killer products and equal to the profit of 10 to 20 or 30 SKUs. There's some products out there that are so good, so killer, that they are killer products and they deserve killer marketing. You just always want to stay ahead. When it comes to physical products, only build using the best materials rather than saving money on average materials. Your product, my products, must be the best of their kind or equal to the best and move only up from there. So start at the best at what you can get and then only move up from there. I only jump into businesses that I love now, that I can stand behind. So part of my journey through web development and building, these businesses for other successful clients was, hopefully they're not watching this. I took it was like a 20% stake in this like self-development type of weird, it is kind of weird. And I took a 20% stake in their business, and I just didn't believe in the type of self-development practices that they were teaching. It was a little cuckoo. Sometimes there's a cuckoo side to self-development, and they were definitely on that side. And thankfully I got out. I did I built their website, I built their systems, their automation tools to an awesome point, and I just left it because it wasn't what I love to do. So, and building businesses, it's a lot of work. You wake up, it's the first thing on your mind. You work all day, you take a break to eat pad thai, but then you get back to the daily grind. It's a rinse repeat every single day, and you drink a lot of coffee. So you gotta love it. You'll be waking up energetically. You'll have random spurts of WTF energy. Even saying this, you could tell I just had like a random spurt of energy that floats around through you throughout the day. And it helps you get through that mighty storm when it comes by. The best products and services that I've built are ones that I use, can use, or will use all the time. It's like AMZ Secrets, all the tools that we build, we use them in our stuff. And we know when they're not working properly because we can't use them then. Same with our products that we sell. We use them because it gives you that feedback. It's not just your customers giving you feedback, it's yourself giving you feedback. Don't sell a grill if you don't like to cook hamburgers. So don't just build for your customers. The best outcomes so far have been a need to the market, meaning build from a burning need from within yourself, and thus you get a true design build, development to execution and to marketing, which leads to the full cycle of business. And there might be other small areas of business, but that's pretty much it. I think there are tons of businesses that have never been launched, or they've been launched with poor execution. And they're so poor that it's so easy to build better than the status quo. Not only that, there's so many corporations that have gotten so big that in order to support their ecosystem, they have probably 200,000 units for a specific SKU because they're trying to support an existing customer base. They can't reiterate on their products that fast because they need to sell the existence units first. But not only that, they have a ton of other units that they're trying to improve. So it's very easy to beat them at a specific product or multiple products because they're trying to manage a behemoth. And lastly, ensure you have fast load-in pages and the shortest point from product page to credit card. This might be on your Shopify page. This could be WooCommerce, Magento. Never used Magento, but I hear good things about it. Every second the customer waits is a second for the customer to change his mind. That's all for now, guys. These were my successful tips I've learned so far on my journey, and there's probably a ton more. Today's sponsor is AMZ Secrets Keyword King. What if you could sell 10 more units per day on Amazon, or 100 more units per day? The key to selling more on Amazon is driving more traffic to your Amazon listing that's related to your listing. Reviews help, yes. Quality photos help, yes. However, increasing relevant traffic is king. The only way to sell 100 more units per day is having at least 100 more people visit your listing per day. Keyword King leverages smart algorithms to assist you in building the best keyword lists for all your products. Not only will you hit 5,000 characters total and 1,000 characters per line in the back end for your Amazon listing, you will do so knowingly with the best combination of words. Right now, you might have 3,000 characters filled up, and that's pretty darn good. But you really don't know for sure, and you should actually be at 5,000 characters. It's tiring, time-consuming, and cramped in Amazon's back end. Keyword King performs many tasks on the fly, live, while you are building your list, and ensures your list is as powerful as can be. It intelligently eliminates spaces, duplicate keywords, and other negative things that would hurt your sales. You can save an infinite amount of keyword lists, return to them later, and compare which lists are performing best for your products. Best of all, it allows for a one-click translation of your first and second rows to your fourth and fifth rows in Spanish. Over 55 million potential U.S. shoppers are Hispanic in the U.S., and they type directly into Amazon in Spanish. These keywords are often untargeted and easy sales to add to your bottom line. It does this all while applying smart keyword cleaning algorithm. In the end, organic traffic to your listing is free. Getting free high-quality traffic is the way to build sustainable, long-term Amazon businesses. Keyword King will destroy your competition using amzsecrets.com. Guys, I hope you guys loved the podcast as I did. Be sure to join our Facebook Mastermind secret group at amzsecrets.com/FB. It would help tremendously. Also, if you could leave a quick review on iTunes. Every question has an answer for Amazon, and finding the right one is critical to your success. amzsecrets.com does this, and it does it all for free. So why not? See you guys all there. This podcast has been directed by David Aladdin, a global king in logistics, strategy, and secrets. David Aladdin, out.